Right guys, we're going to have a quick recap of multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so I've put a place value chart on here because that might help some of you if you need to visualise it. So let's start off with multiplying because that is the easiest. So if I gave you the number, I should put my decimal point there to help me, 72, and asked you to times it by 10. Okay, you are moving everything because you've got 1 0 in your 10, one place up your place value chart. So your 7 would go to here, your 2, then you would fill the gap with a 0. Now, multiplying a whole number by 10, 100,000 is really, really easy because you can see that pattern of you are adding that 0 on. Yes, it is moving up and down your place value chart, but you are technically adding that 0 on. So if it was 72 times by 100, you've got 2 zeros, so it'd be 7,200. And if it was times by 1,000, you've got 3 zeros, so it'd be 72,000. Now that's really, really easy when you've got a whole number, but when you are given a decimal, it makes it slightly harder. Okay, and I want to show you that now. So if you were given 7.2, and you have to do 7.2 times by 10. If you just put a 0 on the end, you've still got 7.2. It's not changed, which is why you need to have that understanding of everything is moving up the place value chart. So the 7 would go there, and the 2 would go here, so that would become 72. Okay? Let's have a look at another example. So if I had 32.5 and I wanted to times it by 100, so look in my place value chart, I've got 32.5, I need to move it up 2 places, so my 3 would come up to here, then my 2, then my 5, and then a 0, so your answer would be 3,250, okay? Division is very similar. Again, if you get a nice easy number like 750 divided by 10, you've got a 0, so you can cancel out those zeros and just get an answer of 75, okay? But it's when you haven't got a 0 on the end. So if you just had 75 divided by 10, again, that's when you need to look at your place value chart. You're dividing now, so you're going down to the right. You're dividing by 10, so you're going to move everything one place down, so it becomes 7.5, okay? If it was 75 divided by 100, everything would move 2 places. So your 7 would go there and your 5 there. So you need to put a 0 in your ones column because you haven't got any zeros, okay? And if you were dividing by 1,000, everything would move 3 places. So it would be 0.075, okay? Yes, if you've got zeros, you can cancel them out. But if you haven't, it's all about moving it down, up and down your place value chart. So let's have a look at one more example. Let's say I had 32.8 divided by, let's make it hard, 1,000. So if you need to put it in your place value chart, 32.8 divided by 1,000, so everything's going to move 3 places. So I'm going to start my 3. 1, 2, 3. So I know my 3 is going to be there, so my 2 is going to be there, and my 8 would be there, and then I need to fill in my gaps with my zeros. Okay? Use a place value chart if you need to.